Welcome. Today we're going to dig into a really powerful idea, something that affects all of us. Where do we point our critical energy? Do we focus it out there, on the world, or do we turn it inward, at the person staring back from the mirror?
Yeah, this quote, it really nails it, doesn't it? It's like we've all been handed these incredibly sharp scalpels, and we've gotten really good at using them. I mean, we've become master surgeons, diagnosing and analyzing everything and everyone, except ourselves. We're absolute pros at spotting what's wrong with the world.
And that skill, that expertise, it leads us to this really interesting modern problem, what we're calling the surgeon's dilemma. We've got this incredible talent for operating on everyone else, right? But it's like we have this massive blind spot when it comes to turning that skill on ourselves.
I mean, just think about it for a second. We can spot the problems in our society with like laser precision. We see all the cracks in our institutions. It's so easy to list off what's wrong with our coworkers or even our friends. And wow, are we good at pointing out every single failure of the system? So why do we do this all the time? Well, the reason is pretty simple actually. It feels good. It's satisfying. When you critique the world, it gives you this sense of control, a feeling of intellectual superiority. It's a workout for your brain that just confirms what you already think, and it makes you feel like, yeah, I'm on the right side here.
But here's the thing. That satisfaction, it has a hidden cost. So let's kind of peel back the layers here and really look at the illusion that this critical scalpel creates.
And this right here, this is the heart of the illusion. We get to feel like we're making progress, like things are moving forward, but without having to do the hard work of actually changing ourselves. We can argue for these big societal changes, but at the same time, we get to completely ignore how our own habits might be part of the problem.
And when you put it side by side like this, the contrast is just, wow, it's stark. Wielding that scalpel on the world, that's a performance. It's about projecting power, about showing how certain you are. But turning that same critical eye on yourself, that's the complete opposite. It's quiet, it's personal, and it doesn't take power, it takes real vulnerability.
So because we naturally prefer the scalpel to the mirror, who wouldn't choose power over vulnerability, we end up creating this huge blind spot, smack dab in the middle of our own awareness. Let me give you another way to picture this. Think of it like this. We absolutely love looking through a telescope, right? Examining distant stars, galaxies, all this stuff that's super far away from us. But we're so hesitant to just look in the mirror, to really examine the thing that's right here, in front of our own face. And what happens is this creates a really powerful kind of all-consuming cycle. We turn into these expert gardeners, right? We're just walking around the garden of the world, pointing out every single weed, every sick leaf, every little bit of rot we can find.
But, this brings up a really crucial question. While we're so busy being these expert flaw finders in the garden, have we completely forgotten to check the soil that we're standing on? It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What if the real source of the problem isn't just out there?
Okay, so if the scalpel only gets us so far, what's the alternative? How do we actually break out of this cycle? Well, it all starts with a really simple but honestly profound choice. We just have to pick up a different tool.
And this is really the core of it all. The path to real, genuine change, it's not about becoming an even sharper critic of the world. It's about finding the courage to turn that sharp eye inward, onto ourselves. And that takes a whole lot of vulnerability.
So, you can basically break the path forward into 3 simple steps. Now, it's not a complicated process, but believe me, it is a challenging one. It means you have to make a conscious choice to put down that scalpel, to let go of that familiar comfort of criticizing everything else, and instead, you pick up that mirror you've been avoiding. That moment, that's where the real work, the true transformation actually starts.
Okay, so what happens when you actually make that shift? What does it lead to? Well, it's the start of something real. It's the beginning of meaningful, lasting change, not just the illusion of change.
Because at the end of the day, that's the big takeaway. Real, lasting transformation, I'm talking about in our own lives, in our relationships, even in the world, It never, ever starts by trying to fix everybody else. It starts right here. It starts the moment we turn that focus inward. So, as we wrap this up, it really all boils down to one simple choice. You've got both tools right there in front of you. You have the scalpel to use on the world, and you have the mirror to use on yourself. So the only question that really matters is, which one are you going to pick up today?